Hi, in this video, we're going to talk about how you can find a suitable journal for your research paper. So I'm going to introduce you to a new tool that you maybe never heard about it before. Um, After finishing a research project, as we all know, we struggle a bit to find a suitable journal where we can send our paper directly to it and get accepted. So as we all know, our most of our research papers we can call it mid at the mid tier level, um, but very pure, advanced, well conducted, randomized controlled trial that has high probability to get accepted in Lancet or Nature, but also at the same time, it is not with low quality. So we are talking about the mid-tier journals in general. So, anyways, let's go directly to the tools. So, as we all know, like all of us know Elsevier. Elsevier, it's a famous publisher, and most of publishers like Elsevier, Springer Nature, and Wiley, they provide a service which is a search engine where you can put your title and abstract of your research paper, and he will suggest journals to you where you can send the your paper there. So let's just in Google search. Let's see your journal finder. As you can see here, um, this you can use your abstract. So, like for example, this is our project here, and I want to find a suitable journal. So I can take the title and abstract, copy and paste it here, and I will click on find journals. As you notice, most of the journals recommended actually are not related to our topic. Our topic is dorsal root ganglion stimulation, which is yeah, it is for pain. It's a device was approved in 2016, and it's used mainly for treating chronic pain. And this device actually or this study can be uh fall under category like interventional radiology, neurology, neurosurgery. So yeah, British Journal of Anesthesia, maybe a suitable journal. But other journals may not fit much, gastrointestinal far away from our topic. So as you can notice, Elsevier Journal Finder is very weak for suggesting a suitable journal for your paper. There is actually another journal finder named Springer Nature. Similar to Elsevier Journal Finder, you can take copy and paste your title and abstract and paste it here, and then click on Find Journals. Cardiac electrophysiology, far away from our topic, retina and vitreous, eye, bioelectronic medicine, BMC ophthalmology. It's totally far away from our topic. So as you can see, those tools like Elsevier Journal Finder and Springer Nature Journal Finder are very weak tools for detecting or for suggesting papers. So most people actually go and use AI like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and I will talk about this at the end of this video. But actually, there are more powerful tools like OOIR Journal Rankin. It's an abbreviation for Observatory of International Research. This is a website where it ranks the whole journals based on its impact factor. So as you can see here, all the journals about physics, chemistry, whatever. So you can click on field of research and choose your specialty or the field. After that, you can go for category and you pick up the specialty where you will study um, maybe. And so it's about dorsal ganglion stimulation. So maybe neuromodulation, which is neurology. I'll prefer um I would prefer neurosurgery. I can't see it. It's not present here. Neuroscience and clinical neurology. Maybe clinical neurology include neurosurgery journals. So let's see. There's no neurosurgery here, but as you can notice, all of neurology papers, sorry, all of the neurology journals are ranked here based on its impact factor from the highest to the lowest. But there's no more details, you know. Let's click on this journal. It gives you the details, like the H index, impact factor, the quartile, and other statistics, you know, and the impactful papers. So it's not bad, and I like this website because it has an easy interface where you can see the whole journals, rank it from the highest to the lowest. So my paper actually will be published and at a journal with impact factor, 3 or 4, maybe lower than that. But I can't look for the journals this way and make a list of my journals. So there's another website similar to that called SciMago, which is it also ranks journals based on its impact factor. Um, so let's see it here. As you can see, the journals. I will pick up my field, which is medicine and neurology, no surgery, not prison, neurology maybe. Okay. And there's also other options like if you want to see only open access journals, only hybrid journals, or SciEO ranked or indexed journals, and Web Science indexed journals. You can activate the filter here and you can see the journals. Yeah, also, as you can notice, here is the impact factor. I can, if I clicked on this arrow, it reverts the order from the lowest to the highest. So let's go for here, for example, and I can see the journals here. Also, there's a sign of open access. No. Yeah, let's see this journal. You click on the journal, it gives you the quartile, the H index, the scope of the journal, which is very important to read it. Some statistics, you know, it's a very nice website. I like it actually. Yeah, there's also another website, but it's related to the Polish higher education system called Punktoza. No, I guess this is a Polish word, Punktoza. And as you can see, it's everything is written with Polish. Everything is written in Polish here, and I will use Google Translate to translate it. So, what's interesting here? There's something called Ministry Point, where those this scale here shows the points where the system there in Poland and I guess some other European countries use this system too. For like if the this helped with the system there, the universities to evaluate the author, to evaluate if you want to apply for funding or seeking funding or want to get promoted academically. They evaluate your work based on those points, and those points mean like based on those points are assigned to the journal. Like if you published a research paper in this journal, you will get 200 points. You know, and I can use the journals based on a specific scale, like between 40 and 70. So if I, of course, the lower the points, the lower quality of the journal. The higher the point, the higher quality of the journal. And as you can see here, most of the journals are, you know, let's choose neuro, for example, neuro. So it brings up neuro related journals, advanced neurobiology, impact factor. Zero, it's is a journal. Okay, it's books research covers basic renewable improvements. So yeah, it's not a usual journal. It's a book space, so it doesn't have an impact factor. But at Neuropsychiatrica, okay, it's a journal here. Anyways, I just wanted to show you the website and what does those points mean. Maybe this thing you didn't hear about before. Cool. There's also another tool named Jane, um, which is uh, the Jane Journal Finder. Also, like the other journal finders, like the publisher provide, you can take the title and the abstract copy and paste it here. And this tool looks for other papers similar to your study or similar to your article. uh, he looks for where those were published in the journals, and he suggested the journals where the previous similar articles were published there. So, Neuromodulation, Journal of International Society show articles, dorsal ganglia stimulation group in 2020, mode of study, central nervous stimulation, okay, adverse event analysis, more database, cool. Um, I guess our study can go there. Interesting. Okay, this is also another tool I wanted to show you. Um, some people actually use ChatGPT, Perplexity, and AI large language models, chatbots to suggest journals, which is not bad to be honest. But I'm gonna show you like or I'm gonna tell you that try to use ChatGPT, or not ChatGPT, sorry, DeepSeek, the Chinese chatbot. Um, I'm like I tried ChatGPT plus, I tried Perplexity Pro, Claude, and DeepSeek, and I found based on my experience that DeepSeek was the most powerful one for suggesting journals, for recommending journals. You know, followed by Claude, followed by Perplexity Pro, then ChatGPT. So if you wanted to use an AI assistant to suggest journals for your paper, I recommend using DeepSeek. Okay, but you can also take a look at you can take a look at on those websites like OIR, Jane, SciMago. Cool. There's also another thing I wanted to tell you, which is after picking up the journal that you will send your paper to and make a list um for the journals where you want to send your paper. You should look at the following. You should look at first at the journal metrics. This is very, very important. Some journals may take 30 and 45 days just for the first decision, from the submission to the first decision, whether rejection or going to the peer review process. So you should know that. And I suggest ranking journals based on the first responding journals, the journals where the time for the first decision is too short. Cool. Uh, for example, let's pick up a random journal. Um, am I sure? Yeah, this journal, for example, where we submitted our letter to the editor recently. You can read. You must read the aim and scope. Very important because it may gives you it gives you information about what does this journal like the aims of the journal. And there's also some information very important here, like if you are submitting a review, some journals actually may declare or may announce that reviews are only accepted by invitation, or are only submitted by invitation through the editor. So it's you will never, your paper will not pass and will not go through the review process if this was declared. So you should read this very carefully. Then you can go for the journal metrics, where you can see the impact factor of the journal. You can see the information related to the quartile, and let's see where they reported the yes, here, as you can see, speed acceptance from submission to first decision. Okay, and this include syntax reviews have significantly. Okay, let's see. It's not reported here, right? It's not reported. I cannot see it. Still report the time from submission to first decision, but let's click on this and let's see it. Anyways, they didn't report that here, but this journal responds uh not late, maybe a week, in a range of week. Let's see another journal, for example, clinical um neurology and neurosurgery journal. And we got an experience with this journal specifically because that's why um I'm telling you to read the aim and the scope of the journal, because this journal, as you can read right now, that rehabilitation topics as well as genetics are no longer accepted. So if you got a paper like neurorehabilitation or rehabilitation paper, less likely to get accepted here. So as you can notice here, yeah, the submission to the first decision took about 5 days. Submission to decision after review, about 31 days, 1 month, which is not bad, and 56 days to acceptance. A very nice journal. So when you prepare your list, your journal list, try as much as you can to put the journals with shorter time to the first decision first. Okay, cool. Um, To be honest, one of my friends actually has a move. He collects the emails of the editors of all possible journals where um, he wants to send his papers to, and he sent an email to all editors by with information about the title, about the project, and asking the editor if this project is in the scope of the journal and will be interesting to the readers of this journal or not. And it's a nice move actually, because it helps him to identify the journals where it's more likely um, his project will go to the peer review process there. You know, so I guess this video was helpful for you, and now you can find a suitable journal for your research paper. And you know, I know it's very stressful and very time consuming, because every journal has its own guidelines, and you should follow, prepare your paper based on the framework, and prepare the article specific for the journal. I know it's very time consuming, um but I guess now, after knowing this, you can save a lot of time, and instead of sending randomly to the journals. um you can now be uh like identify tailored journals for your research paper based on the tools we have just mentioned. I hope this video was helpful, and if you learned something new, try to share this video with your friend. Thank you so much.